Hi everyone, it's me Lona with another tutorial. So today's tutorial is just about how to make a sweater dress. I actually made the video before, but my brother accidentally deleted the video, so I decided to make this as a compensation. I'm actually making the dress for my birthday. Yeah, it's more like a surprise so I hope you're surprised. So let's go ahead and start our tutorial. Today's story we're going to be using medium weight yarn. I'll be doubling mine to achieve something that is medium. I'll be using in color green, light green, and white, a tape measure to get our body measurements, a pair of scissors of course, and a 3mm crochet hook. You can use a 4mm crochet hook or a 3.5. It really doesn't matter the size, just depends on how you want your work to look. Okay, but I would prefer a 3mm crochet hook if you want your work to appear exactly like mine, but there is room for deviations. We can use our desired hooks, the pattern remains the same. So let's go ahead and start off our tutorial. Of course I have to unravel this, take this away. So I'm going to be doubling my strands. Give me a second, I set my yarn up. I'm done setting my yarn up. So we are going to be making the neckline. So to make the neckline, we are going to be chaining 120 chains. Okay, just make a slip knot. Of course you have to make a slip knot like this. Sorry, I did that without even talking about it. Make a slip knot and chain 5. Start off by chaining 5. 1 2 3 4 5. Like pull your your thread like this, go back into the first chain like that after pulling this loop like this, and insert your hook. Make sure you're in this position. Okay, so in this position you continue chaining up to 120. We have 5, right? 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14. So chain 120 in this position. It will help your work to not twist. See you when you're done with your 120 chains. So I'm done with my 120 chains. Go ahead and slip stitch like this. Just pull it through the first loop and you would have slip stitched, and this is what your work looks like. This helps your work to not twist. Even if it twists, you can correct it. There is a way you don't have to unravel it. You can just switch the yarn and it will just be fine. Okay, so go ahead and chain 3 at this point. So we are going to be working on our neckline from here. So to work on our first neckline, this first stitch right here, we are going to be making a double crochet in the first stitch, and we are going to chain 2 and make another double crochet. Okay, make 2 more in that first stitch. So we have just worked in our first stitch. Okay, make a double crochet, chain 2, make a double crochet in the first stitch. So we are going to double crochet 30 times. This is 1 2 in every stitch, I mean 3 4. So I'm in my 4th double crochet. Make sure you double crochet 30 times around this chain, and I'll meet you when you're done and we make our second corner. So I'm in my 30th chain. So in that 30th chain, after making your 1 double crochet, add another double crochet like that in the 30th chain, and chain 2, make 2 more double crochets in the 30th chain. Oh, sorry, don't know what I did. So after chaining 2, make 2 more double crochets in your 30th chain. This is what we are going to be having. something that looks like this. Go ahead and continue double crocheting 40 more times. Okay, this is what we have. This is 2, 3. Okay, I want to emphasize the look here. This is what we have. This is also what we have. We are making our second corner to make our neckline. So for this second part, we are going to be double crocheting 40 times up to somewhere here. So double crochet 40, meet you here. So I'm in my 40th chain. So here we are going to be doing the same thing we have been doing. Just make one more double crochet, chain 2, make 2 more double crochets. So go ahead and double crochet again. This is what we're already having. We are forming our neckline. Go ahead and double crochet 30 more times and reach somewhere here. Yeah, so from here just yarn over and go 30 more times after this part to meet you there. So I'm again back at 30. So here just make another double crochet, chain 2, make 2 more double crochets. Then for the last row we are not going to be counting. Just double crochet until you reach here. I'll meet you as we end the row. Okay, just double crochet up to somewhere there. See you when we are finishing this row. So guys, this is what we have after reaching somewhere here. I wanted to show you what we were trying to form. This is our neckline. So in case you are making something for a child, this is how you are going to partition it, but you're going to reduce this chain to something smaller, but try to partition it into 4 parts like this. Okay, and make it even. Don't go for numbers like 23, something like that. Make it even, so you can reduce or increase depending on the size of the person you're working on, but this size can go for any adult size, starting from I think 15 years old, 16, 17, up to like 28 or 30. It can fit. Okay, but for a child, no, it cannot. It would be big. So go ahead and this is where I stopped. Plus, if you notice, my work is not twisted, so that is the importance of the other pattern. So from here we are going to be slip stitching on top of our chain 3, which is right here. Go ahead and make a slip stitch just like that. Okay, this is all we have for the first row. So for the second row we are going to be doing what we call, first of all we are going to be slip stitching in this space. Just slip stitch in the chain 2 space like that. Okay, and chain 3 for the second row. That is of course granny stitches. Okay, so go ahead and just make a double crochet here. We are going to be increasing in this part, and chain 2, make 2 more double crochets here. Okay, this is what we are doing for our first row. So for the second row we are going to chain 2 and skip 2. Okay, just skip 2 bars like this, leave alone. Okay, skip from here 1, 2. Okay, and I hope you're seeing what I'm doing, and I hope I'm doing it in front of camera. Okay, let me first demarcate where I should be. So just count these 2 and here, sorry, and make 2 more double crochets here. Okay, chain, okay, skip 2 like this 2, and make in the third one make 2 more double crochets, something like that. We're just going to be skipping until first, wait, so what I meant to say is that we are going to be partitioning this thing just to get something that is 2 2. Okay, So okay, this is what we are going to be doing. So just keep chaining 2 and skipping 2 like this, and in the third one make 2 double crochets until we reach this part. Go ahead and do that. Meet you here. So I'm here, chain 2, skip 2. I'll be somewhere here, so don't mind even if you have one chain somewhere here or you have 2. Okay, it's okay. Even if you have one like mine, just chain 2 and make 2 double crochets in that chain 2 space. Okay, we would be in the chain 2 space. Make 2 double crochets, that is the second one, and we are going to chain 2 and make 2 more double crochets, okay, to make our corner like this, something like this. This will not affect our work so much. It will just make it, at the end of the day, it's going to make a corner. Okay, so chain 2 at this point and skip 2 and repeat your pattern until you reach the other next corner. Okay, so this is all we are doing for this row. We're actually going to be doing it until we finish the whole row. Go ahead and we reach here together. See you then. So I'm here again. I ended with 2 this time, luckily. Chain 2, enter into that space, make 2 double crochets, chain 2, make 2 double crochets. So this is what we are going to be doing. In the corners we are going to be repeating the same pattern and just continuing with it like that, and just go ahead and finish up the remaining ones. Go ahead and do this. Reach here, chain 2 double crochet, chain 2, then I'll meet you somewhere here. Continue with the same thing up to somewhere here. I'll meet you when we are going to be slip stitching. See you then. So this is where I am going to be chaining 2 at this point and slip stitching on top of my chain 3 right there. So from here we're going to be slip stitching into this space. So this is where I want to switch my color. I'm in a noisy place. There are kids playing and I'm trying to stop them, but it seems like they are being too stubborn. Okay, let's go ahead and switch our color. To switch our color, we are just going to be making a slip knot and inserting our slip knot into this loop that we left like that, and chaining 3, of course. So this is going to be my pattern. Cut off the white or your other color. So from here we are going to be repeating the pattern after slip stitching in this space. Of course you have to start from the chain 2 space, so you're going to be double crocheting twice. Okay, just make it once because this already counts as a double crochet, and chain 2, make 2 more double crochets into this space. Okay, chain 2, make 2 more double crochets. We are going to be repeating our pattern for it's just going to be the pattern. Let me take you through this row, and oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you. From here we are going to be entering our double crochet to chain 2 spaces. Okay, instead of counting 2, we are going to be entering our chain 2 spaces. I got a bit distracted by these children. Oh, they are really so annoying. I hope they don't really get to me. So yarn over, enter like that until you finish this whole row. You know, reaching here you can just chain 2, make 2 double crochets, chain 2, okay, make 2 double crochets, chain 2, make 2 double crochets. In every corner we are going to be making a corner. So let's just go through this row and I show you what our pattern will look like. So finish up this row and I'll show you exactly what it will look like. So again here at this point we are going to be chaining 2 and slip stitching on top of our chain 3 somewhere here, okay, and we are going to slip stitch in this space again and repeat the same pattern that we have been repeating. So in case you wanted to switch your yarn color, this is our point of switching, so that's the only point. My pattern is going to be 2 white and 2 green, 2 white, 2 green, like that. So I'm going to go with 1 more row of green, then I'll switch to white. So let me show you what our work should be looking like at this point. Yeah, this is what we should be having. Okay, this is what you should be having. So it is going to be looking like this. This is what we are trying to make. This is our neckline. Okay, so from this part, if you noticed, okay, it doesn't have to really be, but I'm just trying to demonstrate what we should expect at the end. So this is going to be our neckline, this is going to be our armhole line. As we increase this, we are going to be increasing our armhole. So in case you wanted to make for a little kid, this would be enough for the armhole, and you know, but for the fat people, let's start with the fat ones. We are going to be making more lines down. Okay, we are going to be repeating this pattern for for the fat ones 5 to 6 inches. Okay, sorry, 6 to 7 inches. If you're really fat, you have a big chest, you really are fat, but you want to wear this pattern, so you will do this up to like 6 inches. So by then your work will be somewhere here and your armholes will be able to fit. It would fit your bust very well before we can work down. Okay, so for my size, I'm just going to be increasing up to 5 inches. That is medium. For small, you can do 4, you know, yes, depending. Put it on your body and see which size you want it to be. So go ahead and repeat this pattern, like going just around the work like that, up to like your desired measurement. So see you then when you're done with yours, and turn it like this. You'll be able to see whether it will fit you or not. Okay, see you then. So guys, I got done with my rows. This is what my work is looking like. So if I change it to the pattern, this is what it would be looking like. So if I'm to take the measurement, it's approximately 5 inches. Yeah, approximately it's like 4.5 from 4.8, something like 4.8. So that is not so far from 5 inches. In case you want your work to look exactly like mine, this is where you're going to be stopping. You can count the number of rows that are very visible, like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Yeah, that is the number of rows I did. So in case you wanted to make it a sweater, you can go ahead and do more rows, a baggy sweater, a fitting sweater. You know, this thing has very many patterns. We have the pattern for the cropped top and we have a pattern for the dress. Okay, but they follow the same patterns. It's just your choice to decide whether you want it to be a cropped top, you want it to be a sweater, you want it to be a dress, or you can go ahead and in case you want it to be a short sleeved, okay, a short sleeved dress, you don't want it to be a sweater dress, you can go ahead and just leave it as a short sleeve, but in case you also want it very long at the sleeves, you can go ahead and do it. There are just very many ways you can style it. It's your choice, really, it's your choice. So from here I'm going to be slip stitching right at my last point, which is here on top of the chain 3. Okay, sorry, I forgot chain 2. So from here I'm just going to be chaining 2 and slip stitching on top of my chain 3 somewhere there. Okay, that is what I have. So from here we are going to slip stitch in this space, but we are done with the other pattern. We are going to be working on the sleeves. So to make the sleeves, we are going to chain 1 2 3 4. Okay, chain 4, then from here yarn over twice, like a knot like this, 1 and 2. Then get your other side, of course, while putting your work in this position. Okay, like this. Just wait, let me first put it in the right position. So this is how you should align your work, right? We are going to be connecting this to this and this to this. Sorry, hope I did that. This to this and this to this. Okay, after aligning it perfectly like this. So from here, this is my other side, right? Let me do this again. We are going to yarn over twice, 1 2, and make a double crochet. Sorry, we are going to make a double crochet right here. Okay, make your double crochet. No, this is a treble, I mean that's a treble crochet. Yarn over twice and make a treble crochet. This is what we are going to be having. So from here, this is our next pattern. We are going to be turning our work like this. If you notice, our treble crochet is already the chain 3. Okay, so we are going to be yarning over and placing another stitch in that hole. Okay, we have already joined the sleeves, right? So from here we're just going to be doing the same thing. Let me take you through this row first. Let me be fast. I always have a hard time being fast on camera. I don't know why. I feel like there is someone watching me and I make a lot of mistakes. Indeed, there is someone watching, and so yeah, I guess it's justified. You see how I make mistakes? But when I'm off camera, I just don't know. It's like I'm a perfectionist. So I don't know if it also happens to you guys. In case you also make tutorials, does it also happen to you, like when you're trying to really just outdo yourself, but things just be going wrong? It's crazy. So this is just what we're going to be doing. Yep, so just going round until you finish your row. Too bad my yarn is also complaining from here that I'm too fast. It's getting twisted. Oh, sorry, make another double crochet from here. So this is basically what we are going to be doing for this row. I just wanted to show you guys for the first row so that next time you can also do it for the other row. For the other armhole, it's not hard. I'll just guide you a little bit, but it's really very easy. So this is where we're entering, right? But we're not going to be making a cluster here. We're not going to be making a corner. So this is our corner, right? Instead of making a corner here, we're just going to be making a double crochet. That is all. Then we are going to be chaining 2, proceeding to our chain 4 space. So we're going to skip 2, make a double crochet there, okay, then chain 2. From here, if you notice, we are going to be making another here, another one exactly at this point, okay, before you enter your other space here. So I hope you saw that. This is what we are going to be having. So chain 2 and make a slip stitch right here. Okay, we are going to be slip stitching because we need to create that point where we can change our colors. So just make a slip stitch, insert your other yarn color in case you want to switch your yarn from here. But in case you're not switching your yarn at this point, you can just go ahead and chain 3 and continue with your pattern. Okay, from here I'm just going to be attaching my green since I am done with the white for this row. So chain 3 like that, cut off the other yarn, of course, the white one, and from here we're just going to be, in case you never change your color, just chain 3, okay, and making 2 double crochets in just one more double crochet in this space. This counts as 2. Chain 2, go around this pattern. I'll meet you when you're done with this row, okay, just go around, I'll meet you here. So I'm here, go ahead and chain 2, enter into this chain 2 space. Okay, then you'll of course be around here, chain 2 and slip stitch. It's very simple, just like that. Slip stitch into this space again. After slip stitching, enter this space, chain 3, and just go back with the same pattern. Come here, enter here, slip stitch here, then go ahead and make this until it covers your wrist. Okay, I don't know how long your hands are, but make it until you reach somewhere here around your wrist or somewhere here, depending on your choice. Okay, then we are going to be doing some small ribbing at that point. So turn your other side, do the same thing here. The only thing you're going to be doing, let me show you, is making a slip knot, of course, okay, and getting your other side. You can just even rewind the video in case you feel you'll get confused. So attach your yarn here, okay. After finishing the other side, you can attach your yarn this side, chain 4, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, I chained 5. So yarn over twice and get this part, pull from this side, this back, make a double crochet, and you will have this turn like this. Okay, make one more double crochet here and just repeat. You can just rewind the video and repeat the other thing we did for the other row. It's the same thing. So go ahead and do it for both sides and do it until you cover your wrist. We will come back and work on the body and the ribbing. See you then. So guys, I'm finally done with my armholes. This is how long mine is. I made something that could cover up to my wrist. You can go ahead and count. They are very easy to count in case you want to count. And this side too, I made something like that. So I'm kind of in a hurry So I'm going to be explaining what you will be doing from here, but I'll show you something small, then you guys can finish it off, because you know this is the second video. I actually lost the first one, so let me go ahead and show you guys. The only thing from here, it's very easy. It's really just something you can complete on your own. For our sleeves, you can go ahead and attach your yarn anywhere. Just attach it like I'm attaching it here, then chain 3, right? Okay, we are going to be making the ribbing for the sleeves. Okay, for this first row, we're just going to be double crocheting. Just put double crochets in every hole. When you reach that chain 2 space, put 1 double crochet to help us reduce it a bit. Just do what I'm doing, double crocheting until you reach this part, and I show you the next step. So from here, all I'm going to be doing is slip stitching on top of our chain 3. Okay, then from here we're going to be setting our ribbing. The ribbing is just chaining 3 and doing the back post, front post ribbing. So we are going to make a back post, you know, this first bar, right? Just go behind it like this, enter from behind, don't enter the stitch. Okay, from behind, pull your yarn, make this is the front post, I mean. Okay, and for the back post, I hope you saw what I did. This is the chain 3, right? Just yarn over, enter from the front of this like this. Okay, then for the back post, we are going to go from the back. Okay, from the back, like the back part, not from here. You go to the back like this and around it like this. Okay, and pull this and make your back post. Then we are going to be making our front post again from this side like this. Just see what I'm doing closely, eh? Then our back post like this. Okay, going from the back, then coming in front and just doing that. Okay, that is all we are doing for this row. So when I do it fast, it's kind of like this, you know. Okay, it's kind of good to do it slow. Yeah, it's kind of better when you do it slow. Okay, but this ribbing, we are going to be doing it for the downer part. Okay, I wanted to first show you that this is the ribbing we are going to be using, but for these sleeves in particular, okay, I just wanted to show you what we are going to be doing. We are going to be going underneath 2, okay, to help us reduce our sleeves. If you check, it's a bit baggy. Okay, so we are going to be going underneath 2. That's the procedure we are going to be following, but in this case we are going underneath 2 like this. Okay, then from the back we go like this and underneath 2, okay, to help us reduce. But that's the same criteria we are using. Go from this side but underneath 2, go from the back but underneath 2. Okay, and we are going to be reducing our sweater sleeves very neatly and nicely with the back post, front post. So I wanted you guys to first get it so that I don't confuse you. You know, some people might think that is how it's done, yet it's not the way it's done. So I didn't want to confuse you in any way. Okay, that is all we are going to be doing. Go ahead and finish that row of the back post, front post, and I'll show you the next one. So guys, I'm here. I'm going to be slip stitching on top of my chain 3 like that. So from here we're going to be chaining 3 again, and you'll be seeing everything will be denoted now. This is of course a front post, this is a back post, this is the front, this is the back. There is a way they will now be easy to identify. So you're just going to repeat the steps, though just, you know, you won't have to stress much this time. Go back underneath this, since you're only going under one bar. So this is a front post, the other one is a back post. Okay, so we are going to be doing the ribbing for the whole of this row, just the front and the back post. So you can clearly see that this is a front post. You don't really even have to stress your eyes or something like that. It's so clear. So this is the only thing we are going to be doing. Let me go ahead and finish this row of the back post front post ribbing. So guys, I'm again slip stitching on top of my chain 3 right here. So this is the process we are going to be repeating. This is how my work is looking, and from the inside it's just a lovely ribbing. So you're going to be repeating this ribbing until your armholes can fit you well. So I would do 2 more lines from here in case I want, or I can even leave it like this, so it's your choice, like it's my choice too. So in case your armholes were a bit bigger, you can go ahead and do a few more rows to cater for that, and go ahead and also attach, repeat the same process for here. For the neck ribbing, we can decide, I'll leave you to decide the ribbing you want. Somebody can leave it like this, or somebody can, I will go ahead and do the back post front post ribbing. Though for this one, you can decide to go under 2 or under 1. It depends on the way I showed you from here. Okay, in case you want your neckline to reduce a bit, you can go underneath 2 because we already have our double crochets. But in case you just want this shape to be maintained, you can go underneath 1 and make your back post front post double crochet. In case you get confused, just go ahead and rewind this video on how I was teaching you how to make the back post front post. It's the same information you're going to be applying here, but this time you're just going to be going around this neckline and just attach it anywhere, and you slip stitch on top of the chain 3. So from here I want to show you how to extend this. You know, our choices are different. I told you guys that I'm free with you guys going ahead and making it a dress or some cropped sweater, crop top, whatever you like, a long dress, a sweater, just anything you desire. So the only thing we are going to be doing for this row is getting our work. Choose anywhere, just anywhere. You can just choose, even, you know, close your eyes and choose. It's all accepted. Okay, like I chose here. So from here we're going to be chaining 3, making a double crochet there. After making your double crochet, you're going to chain 2 and just continue making double. This is now the process that you're going to be repeating until you get your desired length. From here you're going to have holes to work in. You don't even need any guidance because the holes will guide you. Okay, chain 2, just enter into any hole you find available. Make sure you enter with 2 like here. There's nothing to confuse you, just like that. I hope I'm doing it in front of camera because I am in a bit of a hurry. Okay, so let me meet you at the end of this row. So I'm finishing my last row. From here I'm just going to be chaining 2 and slip stitching on top of my chain 3 right like that, and slip stitching into the next space. In case you are still using your color, you can go ahead and continue, but in case you just you can switch your color. In case you are using my pattern or my color palette, you can go ahead and wait. Okay, my yarn is a bit twisted this side, but yeah, it's okay now. So you can just go ahead and attach your yarn at this point and repeat the process. It's very simple. From here it's just a repetitive process. It's nothing new. There is no twist that is going to come along your way. You're just going to repeat this step that I did. Okay, chain 3, pull the other yarn like that, and make your double crochet into the next space. It's basically what we have already been doing. Chain 2, repeat the pattern. Okay, so you're going to go around again, come here, slip stitch into this space, go around again until you get your desired length. You want a cropped sweater, you want a sweater, you want something, you know, anything. That is now, even if you want it long up to down. So for the ribbing, it's going to be the same. Just decide which one, because we are going to be using the back post, front post ribbing for all the parts. So from here, if you want your crop top to be a bit hugging, body hugging, you can go underneath 2. Okay, if you want it to be a bit, it should not be so body hugging, just something free, you can go underneath 1, because the one that's underneath 1 does not reduce, but when you go underneath 2 is when you reduce like this. It's when you what, you get a reduction pattern. So in case you feel your sweater is a bit large and you want it to be cropped, you can go ahead and reduce, but if it's fitting, you cannot reduce. Just do the normal back post and front post. The normal back post is you go under 1, that abnormal one you go under 2 for the reduction. So in case you have not understood that, just go ahead and rewind the video to the point where I was making this ribbing, okay, and you will be saved. So thank you guys so much for watching. I wish I could take you guys through to the end of this video, but it's my birthday and I wanted to celebrate it, so I'm kind of organizing it and it's stressing me, but I wanted to leave you guys at least with a video. So thank you so much for watching. You can consider subscribing and saying, and you enjoy the nice patterns we have here. I remain Lona, and I'll definitely see you in the next video. Thank you so much, and God bless you.